Hey guys, new video today, and as we can see, beta is being beta and bugging out. That is the animation from the flight path. Today we are gonna talk about, God help me, Outlaw. I do not like Outlaw. I do not care about Blizzard's Outlaw, Pirate, Fantasies. Bring back Combat Rogue. Take Outlaw, put it in the bin, along with the gnomes, and then take that bin to the dumpster fire where it belongs. But regardless of that, let's show you how you play Outlaw Rogue. Alright guys, and if you do find this video helpful, or just like conclude that you're not gonna play Outlaw at all this expansion, you're gonna stick to Sub Rogue, because Sub Rogue is great and Sub Rogue is nice, and it just works, unlike the beta right now. Then do hit the like button, subscribe, ring the little bell button for extra notifications, and for maybe a bit better beta servers and hopefully a smooth release. Ring the bell button, guys. And if you really liked and enjoyed it, I recommend checking out my live stream. We are having a marathon stream going today of this video. So, yeah. All in all, depending on where you're from, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening server time, definitely swing by the live stream. I'll link a link to it down below. Alright, guys. Outlaw Rogue. Yeah. Wait, what? No, I can't just play sub in the video and just pretend it's up. No, okay, fine. Alrighty then. Here in this video, we'll go over some of the following. We are gonna go over the talents you'll be using and some of the different options and what isn't options. Viable options at least. We are gonna go over some of the difference from current to new Outlaw. We are gonna cover the playstyle and some of the things that you can separate yourself and optimize your Outlaw a little bit. At least that's how it is on the beta. Remember, guys, everything I might say might be changed in the next week beta update. I'll try to keep you updated if there's any massive changes happening. And yeah, that is pretty much like, yeah, playstyle, talents, and yeah, if any updates happening, differences, and how it compares to sub right now. So yeah, guys, let's just get to it. I will get this over with ASAP. Alright guys, so first let's just take a look at the talents. I guess there's a lot of people that look through the talents and it's like, yes, talents, we would like to see that. But stick to the end, guys. There's gonna be some good stuff here. So talents: Quick Draw, Weapon Master, and Ghostly Strike. Weapon Master is out of the question. 10% to get 10% chance to get increased damage by 100% of your Sinister Strike. That translates to a rough 10% extra damage on Sinister Strike. Ain't worth it. Quick Draw has been the stable for quite some time and is really nice. Yes, Quick Draw, highly recommended. Ghostly Strike could also be working. I haven't found this. Personally, I haven't had this to like be meaningful. And since this has the cost of one of your generators, that is definitely really nice since you are energy starved. Yeah, spoiler. Acrobatic Strikes, always been a staple for Mythic Plus, really nice. Retractable Hook, Hit and Run, Acrobatic Strikes, you get to bypass your mechanics, which are pretty sweet. Vigor, you're energy starved, take Vigor. Cheat Death, Iron Stomach, Elusiveness, you can pick whatever the flip you want. Prey on the Weak is the only viable option for Mythic Plus since it increases damage of the entire body when you do Cheap Shot or Kidney Shot. Really nice. Loaded Dice, Electricity, and the Dreadblades. Dreadblades is the old Legion talent or artifact ability, which has been really nice. It's been good fun to play with. I have never found Loaded Dice or Electricity good or fun. Dreadblades is the way to go if you ask me. I don't know how it sims out. I haven't been able to sim the characters, it being beta and buggy AF, but I have found the most fun and the best result with Dreadblades in simulations, and if you play it proper. I'm not the greatest at Outlaw, but like I've given like some benefits of the doubt as well in terms of my testing, and I've asked other rogues about this. I think Dreadblade should be the greatest one. Dancing Steel is the option if you want to do single target. Blade Rush is usually, or Killing Spree is also good ones. But yeah, there you have, that's the difference between rating and Mythic Plus. Alright, let me just cover some of the difference here in the Outlaw Rogue compared to the regular Outlaw Rogue as you're used to from BFA. Dreadblades is a new thing that you'll be playing with that we had back in Legion. It gives some nice burst of momentum if you can line it up with the Legendary as well, which is like the Bracer that is the good old combat rogue, like the red buff, if you remember, Deep Insight. So 30% extra damage, you can line that up with the Dreadblades, you can line it up with a Between the Eyes, you can line it up with a Blade Flurry and a Adrenaline Rush for a massive AoE burst. But by the time you get that out, like what I've experienced is that mobs are dead. But yeah, again, in hierarchies, this might be different, and depending on if it's fortified or what it is, there you can definitely get some nice burst out. And that will be really, really nice. And it has a good flow. It has like the rogue feel, a little bit of the rogue feel, where you get to like do like a massive combo and you just see numbers flying everywhere, and everything is like Night Fae, happy Wonderland. But we are not going to be playing Night Fae. We're going to be playing Necrolord because Necrolord. Serrated Bone Spike is really good. One of the things that I don't understand with Serrated Bone Spike is it doesn't affect Blade Flurry. So be wary of that. You put up your Bone Spike first, then use your Blade Flurry. One of the other things is that we have Slice and Dice back. And Roll the Bones. Two separate abilities. Slice and Dice is good old Slice and Dice. Attack speed, yes, keep it up. And we have Roll the Bones, which is now 45-second cooldown, which is lowered by your finishers. So the more finishers, and then you can roll another bone. So no more re-rolling Roll the Bone, no tossing dice like 17 times in a row. It's gonna be great. And this concludes it for like some of the changes that there is most notable. We have Shiv as well, and some other things. But this is the most notable changes that you'll be needing to know about. Alright guys, so let's go over some of the ways you play your Outlaw Rogue here. So you have your spenders, you have your finishers, you have your cooldowns, you have your Blade Flurry, you have your Dreadblade, you have your Adrenaline Rush, you have your Bone Spikes, you have everything. So generally, this is how you want to go. You want to like make sure you get your Bone Spikes up before you use your Blade Dance. I think I told you this before as well. So you get those up because they do not affect Blade Flurry. If I said Blade Dance, I'm sorry, Blade Flurry. And we should cleave after that. Ideally, you want to stack up your burst once you have the red buff. If you're using the red buff legendary, that is currently my favorite legendary, and I think it's also the strongest one. If there's another strong legendary, let me know in the comments down below. I think the cleave bug has been fixed of Outlaw Rogues currently on the beta, where you don't get like 4 times the cleave. So that is at least something that we can look forward to. Other than that, you want to use your cooldowns as efficient as possible. So don't hold them for too long. If you are about to get a red buff, you can use a couple of cooldowns if mobs aren't dying at the same time. The red buff is kind of annoying in the sense that I feel like it kind of often comes up when the mobs die. So like as they're dying, oh, I have my red buff now. I can't use the cooldowns. In a Mythic Plus setting, try and line them up if you see a good opportunity and just like take them together and just like, boom, do some great damage. And the better you get at that, the better you're going to be at your Outlaw Rogue. Dreadblades and Blade Flurry and your Between the Eyes. Stack those up together and just run over a cleave pack or a single target. Can also be used with Adrenaline Rush. I recommend just using Adrenaline Rush on cooldown, so you get it back faster and you can use it again. Ideally, you will use them all together and just do one big load of burst. But all depending on the fights and stuff, you want to try and optimize it, so you don't overspend your cooldown where you don't need it. Especially if you have a small pack and you have a huge pack coming up. Try and just like use Blade Flurry and get that back up, and so you can use your other cooldowns for the next pack. That's the idea. Now we have the Roll the Bones. The more finishes you do, the more cooldown reduction you get on your Roll the Bones. You will have maybe 5 to 10 seconds of overlap in the end where you can decide if you want to re-roll. And I think you should always place roll the bones. Unless you have really good buffs like crit buff or 2 other buffs at the same time. Then hold it on and then you roll again when it's done. Otherwise, just roll right away. The pandemic effect should work on the roll the bones. I have had some varied results with that on the beta. But again, beta being beta, that is kind of hard to tell. I think I've covered like some of the most things. Otherwise, rogue plays like it usually plays. You use your generators, sinister strike, use your ambush out of stealth, and you just build it, you up, and you spend. Between the hours and cooldown, so you can get it back quicker again. Slice and dice, keep that up, and keep your roll the bones up. And that is pretty much how you should play rogue. Oh yeah, and use your pew pew pistol shots whenever you have those. Whenever you have the proc, that is, so you can get them for cheap. Alright, so the verdict. Outlaw or sub for Mythic Plus? I guess it depends. Definitely the most satisfying and the most fun to play right now on the beta is sub. Right now I hate Outlaw with every bone in my body. I feel Outlaw is going to be good in certain scenarios, especially in the fortified weeks. I feel sub is definitely going to pull ahead in single target, most certainly, while still pulling decent cleaves. If you want some numbers, I have currently, like, on average, pulling in 15 dungeons, I'm pulling like 5.5-ish K DPS overall through dungeons. And I've been pulling 3.5 to 4K as Outlaw. And I feel like that is mostly due to the lack of damage outside the burst of Outlaw, and the burst not being very frequent. And due to sometimes the packs not lining up right, and lack of single target damage. Right now I feel sub is the way to go all the way. Mythic Plus, arenas, raiding, questing. I am going to be leveling as sub. There is... Maybe Assassination can also do well. I haven't tested Assassination super much in Mythic Plus. I've covered it briefly in a video. But yeah, I think we can look happily away from Outlaw Rogue and into the Shadowlands, playing sub Rogue for once, and hopefully throughout the entire expansion. Good job, Blizzard, on the sub Rogue. On the Outlaw Rogue, not so much. On the beta right now, with all the bugs, not so much. You saw the bug with the thing flying through? Yeah. It's still there on the screen, I'm pretty sure. And I relogged, it is still there. So guys, thank you for watching the video to the end here. As a special treat to those who are in the end, go and look in the description. There's links to all the social medias and a giveaway for 1 month's game time. And if you keep watching these videos here to the end, guys, I'll keep putting more giveaways down in them. So we did like a little test run here. It's a small giveaway. It's a month of game time. It ends in about 2 weeks. And yeah, we'll do a bigger one next time. How about that, guys? Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you on the live stream. Bye!